Baker Mayfield looking like Jesus Christ last night, the way he saved the Rams and his career, that is just insane. Matt Gay screwed us over. They fumbled, and then he missed that 60-yarder. But, hey, man, you know what? It was hard to be mad when Baker Mayfield resurrected his career out of the grave. That was cool to see. So, anyway, the Raiders, though, whew, man. Anyway, let's get to this December 9th, and I got the NBA and NHL today, and let's just dive right into the NHL. We have to come back. We have to, the way Baker Mayfield resurrected his career, I need to resurrect my shot on goal props, and let's do that tonight. I got Logan Couture at over 2.5 shots on goal at plus 100 on DraftKings. What's the best way to come back when you've been bad? It's target the worst team in the league, and that's the Anaheim Ducks. The Anaheim Ducks are giving up 40 shots on goal per game, 5-on-5 in their last 5 games, the bottom in the league. And they also are ranked last most shots on goal throughout the whole season. So this is a trend that's been happening in the last 5 games, and also just throughout the whole season. They've not figured this thing out in Anaheim. So with that being said, who do I got? Logan Couture. He's only hit this once in the past 5 games, but in the other 4 games he did not hit this. He got hooked on him. So he's come really, really, really close. So, with that, I really like this. He's played Anaheim twice already this year. He had 8 in one of those matchups and 4, so way going over this mark. It's at plus odds. It's against a bad team. I like Logan Couture. I love that line of Hurdle, Couture, and LeBanc. It's a decent line. So with that all being said, he might be kind of fighting for shots. But even with that, I like Logan Couture here. Give me the over 2.5 shots on goal at plus 100 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's move over now to Rasmus Andersson, over 0.5 assists at negative 120 on DK. Andersson, he's hit this in 3 of the last 5 games. He's facing up against the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight, where the Blue Jackets are a little, They had a rough one. They had a rough one the other day. They've given up 11 assists to D-men over the last 5 games. Andersson is a big part of this offense in Calgary. He leads the team in assists. Also, what I like is Columbus the other night against the Buffalo Sabres allowed 3 power play goals. They had a lot of power plays given up, but they allowed 3 power play goals, and 9 of Andersson's 16 assists have come on the power play. So if they get on the PP, Andersson's going to be involved. He might get himself a power play assist. Rasmus Dahlin of the Sabres assisted on 2 of the 3 power plays for the Buffalo Sabres. So I'm willing to pay up the juice for this. It doesn't matter if it's Merzlikins or Korpisello in between the pipes for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Give me Rasmus Andersson an anytime assist at negative 120 on DK. I got a bonus pick in the NHL. Bonus pick. I got Johnny Gaudreau anytime goal at plus 205 on FanDuel. This is 100% because of the emotional aspect of this game. Johnny facing up against his former team, the Calgary Flames. First time facing this team since signing with Columbus in the offseason. He knows Jacob Markstrom's strengths. He knows his weaknesses. He's done this. He's hit this, I believe, in I think 2 of the last 5 games he's had a goal. I love the juice at 205 here. Johnny's facing his old team. Sometimes you just got to go beyond the numbers and just say, hey, a dude's going to show up because of who he's playing, and he's facing up against his former team. Wants to show him like, hey, y'all didn't pay me? This is what you guys get for not paying me. So give me Johnny Gaudreau anytime goal at plus 205 on FanDuel. This is a bonus pick. This is one of those stretches, but I'm willing to pay it up. It's just one of those gut feelings that I have as a TYG bet right there. So give me Johnny Gaudreau there. Let's move on to the NBA. I'm finally doing it. I've been staying away from this bet all season long, but I'm finally doing it. I'm going Luka Doncic point prop. Luka Doncic over 30.5 points at negative 115 on FanDuel. This might be the worst time to take this, but I just got that feeling. A big matchup for Luka on the Mavs facing up against Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Luka's averaging 32 points per game at home this season, and he's hit over this mark 11 of 12 home games this year. That is insane. He's hit this in 3 of his last 5. The Bucks do have one of the best Ds in the NBA. Doesn't matter if it's guarding on the inside or the outside. This is a good squad. In their last 5 road games, they're only giving up 104.5 points per game. You got to look at some of the matchups, though, that they faced: Orlando, Charlotte, New York. So it's not like they're facing insane teams. But even with that, I'm not trying to downplay how good this Bucks defense is. But with all that, I think Luka and Giannis, they're going to trade baskets and go back and forth in this game, and I'm finally going with it. I love he's hit this in 11 of 12 home games, so give me Luka Doncic over 30.5. If this bumps up to 31.5, 32.5, I'm gonna be a little bit more scared. This is gonna be so close that like this 30.5 is perfect for me. Any more than this, depending on the juice, I don't think I can take it. But give me Luka here at the 30.5. At -115 on FanDuel. And let's move over to our last pick. I got Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not even see the bar right there. I'm not even gonna try to spell that last name. I'm not even gonna do it. Giannis at the over 0.5 threes at -115 on DraftKings. Going back to this just being a big matchup, prime time on ESPN. Both these guys are gonna show up for the cameras. I mean, there's always cameras, but the extra viewership, I should say. Giannis has hit this in 2 straight games. He's had 2 threes in the past 2 games. The Mavericks have the 11th worst 3-point percentage D in the NBA, but don't let that fool you because they give up the least amount of threes per game. But when the ones that they do allow, people are splashing on them. They're only allowing 11 threes per game just because the attempts just aren't there. But the ones that they do take do go down. This goes back to it's going to be a big game. There might have to be a big shot at the end, and I think Giannis splashes 1-3. It's going to be one. I like where the juice is at this at -115, and I like all he has to do is hit one in a big matchup. I might get screwed with this one. This one might be kind of a stretch, but I really like him to just splash one of these because he's done it in the past too. I like the juice. All it's got to be 1-8 minute. Even just bank it in. Bank it in from half court, bro. I don't care how you do it. Just give me 1-3, Giannis. Just do that for me, baby, please. So we'll see what happens. So give me Giannis over 0.5 threes and -115 on DraftKings. We got to be like Baker Mayfield, man. We got to come out here and just get it done. Even though all the doubters have been on me, I still got to prove myself. So we'll see what happens. Baker Mayfield's my inspiration. He's my spirit animal. This has been Booksmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.